welcome into the live stream here. McCready and Siskey, episode 311, 311. I'm Neal McCready. That is Tyler Siskey.
What it is, sir?
How are you, sir?
I'm great. Do you know why I'm great today?
Because
two reasons.
There's several reasons.
Three reasons.
Several reasons.
Three reasons. One, I don't know. We got to do some adjusting, but we got the brand new Rain refrigerator in the background. We got to do some adjusting to make sure the camera angles and all that. But it was the last second deal. Me and you brought up the stairs. We're ready to go. Full of rain. We got all the rain we could handle. And new sponsor. We're bringing on betonline.ag, the official sports book partner of McCready and Siskey. Shout out. Let's go.
How about that?
Let's go. And why? Because it's Make It Rain Thursday. How about that?
How about that? Also welcoming a new sponsor.
Oh.
Might need this by the end of the day. I don't know if you can see it. What do you do? That right there? Let's see.
Sponsors everywhere today. Oh, they just turned them off.
47 vodka.
That's like Goldschlager.
It's like it's got a little gold in it. It's the presidential edition here. Presidential gold edition. We'll talk about it a little bit. Complete with the gold flakes, engraved cork. Right now, it's nearly 50% off. I'll get you a website and all that stuff here.
How about that?
How about that?
How about the boys? The boys going sponsor land today. Let's go.
In fact, I'll put this while you're reading some ads in a minute. I will put that in. The Bet AG. I need to put it here. I'll do it again. Let's see if I can. There it goes. BetOnline.ag. That link is back in the stream. Had a lot of people in the stream today. People excited. Big weekend in college football. Weird weekend in the NFL. Ain't gonna lie.
It's very, very odd.
Ain't gonna lie. Don't like any of them. We have to pick 5. I picked one that I liked, and then I was like, whoa.
I got to 5. How about that? I got to 5.
I got to 5, but it was forced.
Yes. It's almost like those guys in Vegas start getting this thing figured out after a couple of weeks.
Well.
Hey, that desert didn't grow on its own.
If you're a Saints fan and you want to know how bad do we suck, an NFL line of 15.5 is Vegas's way of nicely telling you, you suck.
Is it bad that I was about 2 picks into my NFL after I went through it and I found 2 that I liked? I found 2 that I liked. I went back through it and I started Googling those trends that I like so much, trying to figure out, make sure the points were right and everything else. I was searching. I was digging deep. All right,
we'll get rolling here. Appreciate everybody being with us on this Thursday afternoon. I've done something to my screen, and I've got to figure out how to get it back, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Welcome into episode 311 of McCready and Siskey, powered by Rain Total Body Fuel. I'm Neal McCready. That's Tyler Siskey here on this Thursday, September the 25th. It's the final Make It Rain Thursday of September.
Make it rain!
We'll talk about this at the end, but for those that only watch the beginning, next week will be a weird week. We'll have a Monday as normal. We won't have a Thursday as normal. Tyler probably will do something where he lets you know who our picks were, but I will be out of town on Thursday, so we won't have a traditional Thursday show. I cover Ole Miss for 24/7 Sports.
I heard that. When did you start that gig?
Started that gig on August the 1st.
Oh, okay.
I did.
Just checking.
And Ole Miss is off next weekend. They do not play an athletics contest in football on the gridiron, and so I'm going to take advantage of that opportunity and have a little break. But if you don't have time for a break and you need a pick-me-up right now, go to Rain Total Body Fuel. Get you one. 300 milligrams, natural caffeine, BCAAs, electrolytes, zero sugar. It's got what you need to push the limits and achieve your goals. Check them out on Instagram at Rain Body Fuel to learn more.
Or you could just come over to Neal's house because he's got a whole refrigerator slam full of them right now.
Got a fridge full of multiple flavors there.
Neal, I'm rocking with guess what? The Thursday. This is my favorite Thursday drink. The sour gummy worm rain. That's what I'm rocking with today. It'll get my mind right, get me ready to go. But Neal, the Cooper Chevrolet chat is already bumping, and it's going to be bumping all day long. And through the end of the month at Cooper Chevrolet, you can save up to $14,500 off the brand new Chevy Silverado pickups when you take advantage of the trade down and payment assistance. That's over 19% below MSRP. Just announced that Cooper Hyundai They have the Santa Fe SUV and the Santa Fe Hybrid at 0% APR for 60 months and no payments for 90 days. So check them out at cooperhyundai.com or give them a call at area code 256-236-4481. Neal, we're also brought to you by the official RV dealer of McCready and Siskey, my guy Rob down at County Line Campers. That's exit 38, I-10, Gulfport, Mississippi. When was the last time that buying something actually put money back in your pocket?
Ooh, the last time that buying something put money back into my pocket. I'm going to have to think about that.
Because right now at County Line Campers, they're giving you up to $1,000 cash back on select RVs, and you won't make a payment until 2026. That's right, money in your hand and no payments for over a year, the rest of the year. Picture this, you and your family hitting the road this fall, tailgating, camping, and making memories. All that with extra cash in your wallet. But hurry up, this offer won't last long. Visit them at countylinecampers.com, where the adventure pays you back. Neal, we're also brought to you by Prime. That's right, Prime, P-R-Y-M. If you're serious about your health and you don't have time for a doctor visit or a confusing lab report, listen up. Prime is a modern at-home lab testing kit that puts you in control of your health. It doesn't matter if you need to get your hormones checked, your energy levels, metabolism, or just your overall wellness. Prime makes it fast, easy, and actionable. Go to getprime.com. That's GETPRYM.com. If you go to our Twitter page, it's that they have the link's right there at the bottom of the tweet. But you can go to getprime.com and use the promo code MPW at checkout, and you can get 20% off of your first order. We got a lot of fan bases that are going to be very upset this weekend and probably need to get their estrogen versus their testosterone checked. It's a great place to go. Go to getprime.com. How about that?
Hey, Tyler, what's handcrafted, small batch, and filled with actual gold?
I'm going to bet it's that 47 vodka over there.
You're so smart. It might be the boldest bottle you'll ever put on your shelf. It's the Presidential Gold Edition.
Some say the best ever.
Some do. Featuring real gold flakes, a laser-engraved cork right there on the top, and packaging that screams America first. Whether you drink it,
#America,
or just display it, this bottle's a conversation starter. Visit 47vodka.com to grab yours today before your neighbors beat you to it. We have a super chat. You know what? This is going to be a good opportunity just to make a little life advice here.
All right.
So let's tell you about life advice first. Let's get you some life advice. Life advice presented by our good friend Cole Walters, State Farm Insurance. Cole licensed in auto, home, life, health, business, and pet insurance for 2 states, Georgia and Alabama. Contact Cole at 706-525-7850. You can also find him online at colewaltersinsurance.com. Got a super chat in the stream. Big Reb 601 says, cute deaf chick I'm in a course with has now started going out of her way to work with me in class. Hey, I just read. I'm like Ron Burgundy. F off, San Diego. I asked once already, but she said she had a boyfriend. She seems to like me. Try again or no?
Yeah, shoot your shot, dog.
Well, he already did. Should you shoot a second shot?
Hey, brother. Hey, if you first you, you're not married.
It's true. She didn't say she had a husband.
Yeah, she said boyfriend. I mean, if you like her and she likes you, just keep firing away, man. Just keep firing. I mean, seriously, just keep firing away. I mean, I'm afraid to say anything because I got snitches get stitches, Neal. You know that, right?
I do.
I can't say anything. Like if I say anything that mentions my wife, it always gets back to her.
Yeah.
And it's been bad lately. We got snitches.
Yeah.
We got snitches. I got to be careful what I'm saying here because the latest snitch we had.
Well, we have a stream.
The latest snitch we have was somebody at the high school, like a younger person.
Oh.
So I got to watch my language. I don't want the younger people to.
Oh, yeah.
I got to watch the language.
Yeah.
But
the YouTube algorithm would appreciate that.
Yeah, the YouTube would also
as would Spotify.
Yeah, as would Spotify. Okay.
Ask me how I know.
I'll check on that. I'll try to do that. So when I met
Brent, that's terrible.
What do you say?
Maybe she didn't hear him.
Oh, wow.
Brent.
Come on, Brent. That's uncalled for. I didn't say that. So whoever's snitching on me, make sure y'all know that was Neal. That wasn't me. It was Brent, actually.
It wasn't me.
Neal repeated it, though. It's the same thing. But when I met my wife, it was at a keg party at Auburn, and it was like an athlete's deal. and she came up to me trying to set her roommate up with my roommate.
Yeah.
And I said, to the hell with them. What about me and you? And so we started hanging out.
Okay.
And if you're my children, this is where you turn this off. If you're my children, this is where you turn off the podcast and just come back in 5 minutes. So we went back to her place.
Okay.
And there was another, and then I guess a guy she was dating was there. And she kicked him out.
The guy Aaron was dating?
Yeah. She kicked him out at like 2 a.m.
Oh.
And the rest was history. And now you three are here. Shout out to all the 3-time world champs here. Let's go. So, yeah, keep shooting your shot, boss. They're not married.
Okay, well, there you go. There's your life advice. Cole Walters. Again, ColeWaltersInsurance.com.
Let's go.
Knock that out quick.
How about that?
How about that?
All right, let's get rolling. A lot happened since our podcast on Monday, actually, in the world of football and our fan base that listens to us. First thing, Jaxson Dart named the starter in New York. I'll be honest with you, a little bit earlier than I thought it would happen. I imagine this would happen like week 10. A little bit earlier. It was very evident that they were literally waiting on Russell Wilson to lay an egg before they could do it in front of the New York media. You know, he goes out and throws for 450 in Dallas. They can't do it. I mean, like you would in that media group, if you're the head coach that's already on the hot seat, you would get killed by the media. And he did not play well Sunday.
Well, it wouldn't be fair to Dart to do it in that scenario either. You had to wait and do this when it made sense.
Yeah, and
you knew the day was coming.
It was coming. It was just a matter of time. And he did. Russell Wilson laid an egg. And so they're going to name him the starter. They're not doing him any favors this week by playing the Chargers, but look, I'm very happy for him. I think he's a good dude. I've been to dinner, full disclosure. I've been to dinner with him twice, a couple times, and he's been to the house. I really like him. I think he's got the right stuff. I'm excited for him as a person to get this opportunity. And look, they're going to give him plenty of time, right? He's a first-round pick. He's got a 4-year guaranteed. He's going to get plenty of time. I just hope they can protect him. He stays healthy and has a good year. So excited. I'll be watching. I'm a fan of him. Look forward to watching him play.
Yeah, I covered Jaxson for 3 years.
And I will probably be a little bit biased in my takes on him, just so everybody knows. I'll let you know when I'm biased because I like the kid.
Yeah, I mean, when you do what we do, you cheer for people. And I'm a big Jaxson Dart fan. I think he's a great, great young man. Really like him. Like his dad. I've hit that age where I relate more to the dads than I do the kids.
Right.
Really like Brandon. Competitive as hell. Great family. Really liked him. I've said this for a while. I think being a quarterback or a starting pitcher or whatever in that media market requires a little something extra, and he's got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that doesn't mean it'll be perfect. It won't. He's gonna have some rookie mistakes, and he's gonna go from being everybody's favorite to someone's gonna call him a bust.
He'll be on a 7-day contract.
It's a matter of time. I think he's going to have a really good NFL career. I'm glad that they're going ahead and putting him in there, get the mistakes out of the way, get some of the learning lessons started. Every young quarterback has learning lessons. Might as well go get rolling on them.
Yeah, he's got and Neighbors a good player. They got They got a couple of good pieces. Protection worries me a little bit, but he does give them an extra. Real talk is he does give them an extra. Like he's going to be able to extend plays more than Russell did.
Oh, he's a great athlete.
I hope he doesn't. Hope he between now and Sunday figures out how to slide. But you don't want to do that in the NFL league.
No, and I'm sure that's been a topic of conversation since he got there.
Because he took some in preseason. I was like, dude.
Yeah, what do you do?
Preseason too.
You can't.
You can't do that.
No, I mean, look, he's a lot like his dad. Incredibly competitive, probably to a fault, and it's going to be one of the things that he's got to rein that in. Because there are times to be that way, and there's a lot of times that it's not time to be that way, and he's gonna have to start figuring that out.
And no doubt. But happy for him. John Mateer. This happens, I guess, found this out Tuesday. John Mateer has surgery on his broken thumb, I guess, yesterday. I don't know the extent of the injury. I know it's on his right hand. It's his thumb. I don't know if it's a broken thumb or the tendon. It probably depends on what it is or how serious it is.
There was an update on him today. that he will be cleared to return to play 15 to 21 days from now.
Okay, so he probably had a pin in it.
I think so.
All right, because I've done this. I haven't done if you break the actual thumb part, right? That's pins, and that's the quicker one. You can tear this tendon right here that holds your thumb and your pointer finger together, and they have to tack it down, and then it's a problem.
That's a 6 to 8 week.
That's usually a 6-week thing, right? So, I imagine it was just the pins on the front side. So, unless it wasn't a bad chip, sometimes they don't even do it. So it depends on what it is, but. I think a lot of people are panicking. And
someone says I fell for a fake post on Sooner Scoop. I apologize.
Okay, well, whatever it is, it's one or the other. He either actually broke the thumb where they put pins in it. Or
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You and I had this conversation a minute ago. I don't care. It's fine. I'll fall for stuff, whatever. There are a lot of people on the internet that need a life.
Touch grass.
God, man, go get a existence.
Yeah, it's rough,
man.
But regardless, he's still out. I know he's out with a broken thumb. But just whatever happens. But I will say this is Hawkins is a good player. The kid that's going to come in and play.
Yeah.
He was a kid that, played ahead, that Jackson Arnold sat the bench for last year unhurt. And he played the middle part of the season before they brought Jackson Arnold back. And I think it's really important to see this is like, does he have the same skill set as Mateer? No. I mean, he can run. Obviously, that's why he's the backup. But he's got experience. And I think if we haven't learned anything in this football season, and look, we'll do it again next year too, okay? It'll happen next summer, and all of a sudden we'll pump up these guys that are 87 stars and haven't played a lot. I think if you're a football fan, if you don't learn anything else about watching the future, having experience at whatever level coming in to play quarterback matters.
Yes.
Probably more than your skill set. I mean,
a lot.
You know what I mean? It's
no, and you see it with young quarterbacks right now,
particularly with backups.
Yeah,
like you got to have guys that have played ball before that don't shit down their leg, when they go in the game. And so, I think they're going to be okay. Now, it sucks they're going to have to play Texas without him, but I imagine he'll be back. He's probably, because they're going to play Kent State and all that stuff. He'll probably be back close to the Ole Miss game but he's going to miss the Texas game.
That game is a month from today.
Yeah, so he's probably
right. October 25th.
He'll probably be back by then, I imagine. But Hawkins is a good player. All right, and then the other big news that happened while we were gone, I think it pretty close, was Mike Gundy getting let go at Oklahoma State. It's something I texted you about that other night, Friday night when they played. It was very evident. They were very upset. They went to Oregon and they got smoked. They got beat, by 60-something points in Oregon. And they're not very good. They played Tennessee Martin, and Tennessee Martin was playing with them. And they ended up winning the game, but they go out to Oregon and get smoked, and then they lose to Tulsa at home. And, that's just like a no-no. That would be...
Yeah, you can't lose that game.
And it's same thing with Billy in South Florida. There's just, I don't know why people schedule those games. Brother, if I was ever a head coach, and I was dude, let's don't play the G5 in-state schools in today's world. Because if you get beat, it's like it turns it up it turns it to broil. Instead of turning it up to 400, it turns it to broil.
You can't win anything, and all you can do is lose.
You have nothing to gain. It's all losses. But look, I'm going to say this, and this is probably an unpopular take. I'm a big Mike Gundy fan, man. I like the hell out of him. I think he's entertaining. He'll have a future in whatever he decides to do. He had a very interesting contract. They gave him, I think he got $1 million raise out of it per year, but his buyout he had a flat, which I think you may see some of this in the future with rev share and everything else, but he had a flat buyout. So the next 3 years, it didn't matter when they fired him, it was $15 million. So that had a lot to do with when doing it. But I'll say this, I don't, and it probably ran its course, but I still don't, there's not really an advantage of firing him earlier unless you were just worried that he was going to get it back on track, because $15 million is $15 million where it's today or next at the end of December. So I think that had a little bit to do with the timing there. Here's the interesting part with them is Oklahoma State, from a job standpoint, as we get into the rev share world and get into that deal, I think Oklahoma State is a school that it'll be easier for somebody to bounce back from that in the way the world is, because if they're going to be fully committed rev share, I was talking with a couple of schools. It's still interesting to me these schools, I'm not going to say their names. There are schools that are highly competitive in basketball. That's the best way to put it. When rev share come in, they're operating at about average, okay, between $2 and $4 million less than other schools that are like. Now, how much different? The question I don't know this, and I do it every day, and I don't know it, is how much difference is your roster going to be if you have $16.5 million to spend on football as opposed to 12? Does that make sense? Like, obviously, you can go. It's going to make a difference, but you're still going to be able to get good players and things like that. That's going to be the interesting thing for me is how much of a difference is that? How much of a difference is that going to make? And then the other interesting thing is I want to see how the SEC responds in the new era of rev share, how they're going to divvy it up. I think it's going to be interesting.
Well, some of those schools that are making the basketball decisions, the one thing they have, I can tell you this, in basketball, $2 million makes a big difference.
Agree.
$2 million is a big difference. And so if you're assuming that everything settles, which I'm not going down that road, if that's the case, $2 million makes a difference. And I mean, you can.
I guess that's my point. Is it makes more of a difference in other sports than it does.
You can get an impact player and two really good role players for $2 million.
Oh yeah,
today.
No,
and prices might go down if we'll see.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what does $2 million? What does $2 million cost you in football compared? I don't know.
You're splitting over more people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it depends on your point of attack, but it's going to be interesting. I'll be interested to see. But I think Oklahoma State, from a rev share perspective, it's going to be more than what they were doing for sure in the NIL world, because they were way behind in the old era. They did not spend like everybody else. All right. Obviously, this is, to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, please, I think this is the best week of college football we've had so far this year.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, so I'm gonna go down these games and go down before we get to the picks, and go down these games and just talk briefly about them, and then that way we don't have to spend so much time on some of them on the picks.
We're gonna break these ads up a little bit so we don't have the 6-minute ad break.
All right.
This show is brought to you by BetterHelp. We turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone's a therapist. Not everyone's the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. We've all done it before. I mean, most of us. Your barista, maybe some random stranger, maybe somebody on the subway. As fun as they are to talk to about everyday topics, when you're looking for help with relationships, anxiety, depression, other clinical issues, they may not have all the right answers. Instead, get guidance from a credentialed therapist online with BetterHelp. BetterHelp has been matching people for 10 years. They have a 4.9 rating out of 1.7 million client session reviews. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct. They're fully licensed in the U.S. BetterHelp is completely online. You can pause your subscription whenever you need to. You can switch therapists anytime at no cost. With more than 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served more than 5 million people globally. It's convenient, too. You can join a session with the therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. As the world's largest online therapy provider, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. So find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/MPW. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/MPW. And hey, if you're looking to get out of corporate America, you're looking for your next business venture, my friend Andy Ludicky can help. He's a diehard college football fan, big-time franchise veteran. He'll work with you to help you find a franchise or a business that fits your DNA. He's an awesome guy. He loves to help you and others. He'll teach you with his process, his services. They're 100% free. It's a no-brainer for those of you wanting to get into business ownership. So get in touch with Andy. He's a great guy, tons of business experience. You can lean on him throughout the process. It's Andy at myperfectfranchise.net or 404-973-9901.
All right, Neal, let's go through these big games this weekend. So we'll start tomorrow night. There's 2 Big 12 games that are really big this week from a national standpoint, and I'm just going in order of kickoff here.
All right.
TCU's at Arizona State. Arizona State's favored in this game. really big game. TCU's undefeated.
Arizona State's damn near undefeated.
Yeah, they are. But here's the thing: is like this is where it gets interesting. I think TCU's a better football team.
Mm-hmm.
I think TCU can win this game outright. They're underdogs. Arizona State. The interesting part is when it came nut cutting time, they ended up running against Mississippi State when they started making their comeback. I think they ran the ball 36 out of the last 39 snaps or something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Tyson's going to be back. That's their good receiver. He'll play. It's going to make this game interesting. But I think TCU is the real deal. TCU struggled early in the season against the run, and then all of a sudden they got stiff. No diddy. I like TCU to win this game. Yeah, I like TCU to win this game, even though it's at Arizona State. I think this is going to set up. We're getting to this area. Is like I think Texas Tech is the best team in the Big 12.
Okay.
But when you look at the schedule and how they do everything, Iowa State doesn't have to play Texas Tech. And so it could be a schedule thing that gets somebody. And I think we're going to get to a place. I think we may end up with the Big 12 being as deep as it is. And, I think we may end up in a place where the Big 12 may get 2 in. So it's something to keep an eye on. Last year it was a one bid league.
I know.
But we're going to get to this place, which you talked about. I guess, was that Monday or Thursday, whenever it was?
It was last Thursday.
A week ago.
I'm on to something. I dread it because there will be meltdowns galore, and they'll be justified. And it might look – and the SEC behind the scenes is going to tell people, we're not afraid to take our ball and go home.
Yeah, and that's where you're getting, though, because
if the Big 12 gets 2 and the ACC gets 2 or 3, we'll do the math.
You're basically getting one more than you got in last year from those 2 leagues, because last year that was a 2 bid league. ACC was 2 last year.
That's math.
And but the Big 12 only got 1, so you're plus 1 basically from
now, Notre Dame's going to be hard pressed to get in this year.
You might get another one there.
That might clear one, but still,
you gotta pay attention, because I think TCU's really good, and I think there's such a fine line. It's very similar to the SEC at the top. I'm not saying quality of team. I'm just saying the parity at the top is very thin. But a big game for Arizona State here. Huge game for Arizona State. They can't afford to start the season with 2 losses or this early in the season, or they're basically going to have to run the table and win the league to get in. All right, one of the most interesting games here. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching this game.
Okay.
I thought about it, and I backed off of it. USC's traveling to Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody and their brother is going to hammer USC because of how Illinois looked at Indiana last week.
It's not why I'm hammering it.
But if you look at it, here's the crazy part. Last week, this is something you need to take into account if you're playing this game. This is the most interesting thing about this game to me. Last week, they teed this thing up at 10 p.m. our time.
Yeah.
This week, they're teeing it up at 11 a.m. our time, and they're traveling.
Yes.
So on their body clock, they went from playing at night till 9 o'clock in the morning,
Correct.
And they have to travel.
Correct.
Like, you can't. You're either a morning team or an afternoon team. You're not both.
I think they're a morning practice team.
And then you got to, it's just freaking wild, man. It's just bizarre that they're doing that back-to-back weeks. I think that's going. I don't know. I'm not touching it. I think USC, if they played at 2:30 in the afternoon in a parking lot in Des Moines, Iowa, I like USC to win this game. It scares me for some reason. The way that on the road and this game, but man, Indiana beat the dog shit out of Illinois last week. I mean, they beat them by 50-something points, 53 points, 63-10, whatever it was. Illinois couldn't stop them, and they couldn't get anything going. I mean, it was pretty much anything that could go wrong went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Had a punt block, the whole deal.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, USC has been better on defense. They're really good on offense. Shocker, Lincoln Riley offense. They've been better on defense. They would have covered last week. They gave up like a 70-yard touchdown inside of a minute. But I like USC, but this time scares me a little bit. So, but I think it's going to be a good game. And you got to look out. We talked about it last week. If USC wins this game, you got to start talking about them in the Big Ten.
Agreed.
All right. The Golden Domers, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, are traveling to Vietnam, and taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. Look, I'm just going to be I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. I say that And at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if I think both teams are going to be able, like I almost immediately auto bet the over on this one. I didn't. I stayed away from it. I talked myself out of it. I think both of these teams can run the football against each other. That's going to run the clock. So I'm staying away from that. I still don't think anybody's stopping anybody. The biggest play in this game, Neal. Can I make a prediction?
Mm-hmm.
The team that wins the coin toss wins the game. That's my prediction. That's
what you're saying,
the biggest play in the game is the coin toss.
So you're saying whoever gets the ball first,
whoever
is defers, go score.
Yeah, whoever defers can probably try to steal a possession. I think any possession stolen in this game is going to be critical. It's going to be a fight. There's going to be a rock, paper, scissors, thumb war fight.
Arkansas won the toss in Oxford and elected to receive. They drove down the field and missed a field goal.
Probably wasn't expecting that kind of game, I imagine. But in this game, I don't think there's any kind of debate here. Does anybody think that anybody's stopping anybody in this game? I think deferring is as dumb as that sounds, as fanny as that sounds. I think any way you can steal a possession in this game, defer and try to steal two possessions.
This game's not on my list. If I were forced to pick it, I would take Notre Dame. I would lay the points.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever said on this podcast, by the way.
I think Notre Dame is going to win. I think first part of next week in Fayetteville is probably going to be newsworthy. And I don't think Sam Pittman will be the first to go.
Okay. And if they win the game?
It buys time.
Yeah. But I think
here's the thing. I will say this about Arkansas at the risk of exposing that I know some people there. I think there is a reality that has hit this week that this cannot just all be pinned on Sam Pittman. What?
I just got a text message. That's great. Hey, that's the best shit I've ever said on the show. That's the most insight I've ever given, football insight I've ever given.
I suspect. I think Hunter Yurchek's gonna have a hard time winning favor back. And I think there's. Here's the thing about Pittman. Everybody generally likes Pittman.
If you don't like Pittman, you're a bad person.
And the fans. I think the knock on Pittman that's going to ultimately get him is not the close losses and stuff. It's that defensively, yet again, you're just so bad. This is you don't get to this. You don't get to hire coordinators too many times, and
Oh, I've heard.
And so this was his.
You threw me a hanging curve there, and I did not take it. I just want to let you know I watched it go right down the middle.
Yeah, he had Barry Odom. Odom did a really good job for him. And then Odom left, and it hasn't worked since then. And when you're consistently bad on one side, boy, that's all it takes. Like, everyone does the two plays thing. To me, the more compelling argument for them is if you were average on defense, you're 4-0. If you're average on defense, you're 4-0.
They're really good on offense.
Forget the two plays. If you're average on defense, you're 4-0.
The thing,
that's what's killing him.
And everybody talks about Taylor Green. You know what they can freaking do is that's really impressive on offense is they can line up and run the football.
Yeah,
and then they're running it.
They've got a couple of good backs.
And they got some good backs.
They're not bad
big,
up front.
And
what's killing them is that they're not even average on defense. In fact, they're quite bad. Their run defense last week against Memphis was deplorable. That's what's killing them.
Period. But I'm watching. It's 11 a.m. It's like the only game on the 11 o'clock slate that's worth turning on for me. But and I'll probably end up playing it in my heartstrings. I'm pulling for Arkansas. I want them to win. So I'll probably end up going Arkansas money line and just letting it ride.
I don't think any amount are going to the game Saturday.
Yeah, that's the only 11 o'clock game that's worth watching.
I don't know whether Carson's going or not. The girls aren't going, I don't think.
All right, then we've got a huge 2:30 slate.
The girls are doing what I would do if I were living in Northwest Arkansas for this game, and I were of their age.
Go get a rain.
Well, I might get a leaded rain. I would go to Dixon Street and be at one of the places, watch the game on some of the TVs, and then if it turned into a party, I've already got my seat.
Yes. All right. Loaded 2:30 slate. First one. The Ohio State Buckeyes. This game is going way under the radar. I mean, nobody's even talking about this game.
Oh, with UW. Yeah.
They're traveling to Washington.
Yeah, it's a little tricky spot.
Tricky spot.
Yeah.
Hey, as my man Lee Corso would once say, not so fast, my friends. This is going to be closer than the experts think. This one right here, Mr. Williams, quarterback's really good. Young buck, can do it. Ohio State, very good. Ohio State on the road, tough place to play. Very difficult place to play. This one's going to be closer than what people want it to be. It's at, what is it at now? Is it at 7.5, 8?
It's at 8 points. The Washington money line, according to betonline.ag, is plus 252.
That one right there is going to be tricky. I got my eye on that one.
Okay.
I got my eye on that one.
Okay.
And for me, it's Washington or nothing.
And Washington's kind of like, they got a little chip on their shoulder this week. They're using the AP poll as motivation. Like, we should be ranked. I'm not saying they should be, but you take motivation wherever you can get it.
Yeah, you do. I can't do this AP poll like when I do the TikTok lives and somebody asks me, hey, why aren't we ranked or something like that? I'm like, why aren't you ranked? Because there's a 23-year-old kid that's never broken a huddle before in his life that's voting. That's why you're not ranked. I was a voter 3 times. I always took it very seriously, but it's very clear that a lot of the people now are incapable of taking things seriously. Do you want my honest opinion about the AP poll?
Sure.
I'm being serious when I say this. I got 2 very serious opinions about the AP poll. One is because journalism in general has moved more to a digital format, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the real journalists that cover the game don't do Associated Press stuff and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That the quality of person that they're actually giving the vote to is a fucking joke.
Agreed.
That's one. My second point of this.
Can I piggyback on that? Believe it or not, a lot of the people that work for the mainstream media outlets are bigger fans than some of the people who do what I do.
Yeah. It's
and AP just will not back off of it.
They won't
let anybody from 24/7 or On 3 or anything vote. And
2 is this.
It's kind of an error on their part. It's a blind spot.
When you look at the people, okay.
And now look, and in fairness, there are people who work for the team sites who simply are way too biased.
But I feel like if somebody should have some common sense and be like, hey, you know what? This person probably doesn't need to do it. So there is and I apologize because I don't know his name, but I see it. It's on my damn For You page. There's somebody on TikTok that basically exposes everybody every week about craziness or whatever.
Yeah.
So I apologize, whoever your account is, it's good. I see it. And he'll show the picture of them. And this person did this person. Every one of them, Neal, is 25 and under.
Yeah, they're kids. Because the newspapers don't.
The worst thing.
The newspapers don't pay anything, and so you just have kids.
The worst thing that the AP poll did was now they're exposing how they're showing what they did every week, and I am convinced that those younger people are using this as an opportunity to get interaction on their and clicks and interaction on their social media to blow their social media up. I think it's a shtick for some of them to blow their social media up. So I think it's bullshit. All right. The LSU Bengal Tigers, Neal, are traveling to Oxford, Mississippi to take on the Ole Miss Rebels at 2:30. Actually, probably about 2:50 on Saturday afternoon. Congratulations on that.
Hey, you want a bombshell?
Ooh.
Totally out of football.
Oh, let's go.
All right. Now, look, if you told me that this U.S. representative is half-baked, okay, I'd buy it.
Okay.
Representative Anna Paulina Luna has revealed that NBC is withholding a never-before-seen video that places Lee Harvey Oswald near President John F. Kennedy's limousine at the exact moment of the assassination, which would mean he wasn't the shooter. I'm not saying it's true. Not saying it's not. Saying that a member of the United States Congress is making that claim.
Wow.
Now, that's kind of like AP voters these days.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean?
About the same. She's probably trying to get interactions too. She got it though. I bet that thing's hot. I bet that tweet is hot.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Go ahead.
All right, the LSU Bengal Tigers are traveling to Oxford, Mississippi at about 2:50. Take on the Ole Miss Rebels. Look, I'm going to stand firm with what I've said on this for the whole week. I think there's two things here, right? I think if Ole Miss wins this game, I think the lead is that Ole Miss's defense found a way to get pressure on Garrett Nussmeier.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with Ole Miss is I think they've gotten 4 sacks on the whole year. They have affected the quarterback some, but they cannot allow Garrett Nussmeier to sit back there and throw. He's got too good. He's too talented, and he's got too many talented receivers. They will win that matchup.
Okay,
LSU will win that matchup. One of the most interesting things for me, and here's LSU has been so, like from the other side, from LSU offensive standpoint, LSU has been so bad early in downs. They get put behind the chains more than anybody. It feels like they're every third down's like 3rd and 70. They're way behind the chains. LSU's got to find a way to, and it probably goes with establishing their identity. They got to find a way to get started. But I think that's going to be the story, is the pressure that Ole Miss can create on Garrett Nussmeier, keep him behind the chains. And even though they seem like they function behind the chains the whole year, LSU's got to find an identity up front, what they're going to be. But that's the matchup.
Yep.
On the flip side, okay,
Mm-hmm.
on the flip side, if I was an Ole Miss fan, please don't take this the wrong way. If I'm an Ole Miss fan, please temper your expectations of Trinidad Chambliss. I think he's very good.
You're saying he's bad? What are you
Yeah,
what are you trying
exactly
to say?
right. I think he's a very good player.
I'm told I don't push back enough. Are you saying he sucks? Because he's been really, really good.
That's like saying
He
when somebody
passed for
says
300 and ran for 100.
who's your top 5, and you tell them your top 5, and they go, well, what about my guy? What about my guy? You didn't say he was top 5. You must think he sucks. No. Temper your expectations. I think he's a phenomenal player, but if he doesn't go throw for 300 and rush for 100, that doesn't mean he was a failure. Okay, I think he's got a very specific role. I think one way or the other, they're going to try to make him one-dimensional. Either A, they're going to try to use the back end to stop the running game, and they're going to go man coverage. In that case, if they start playing a lot of man coverage, he is going to have to, against this good defense, against this LSU defense, he is going to have to extend plays with his feet. He's going to have to extend drives. I'm not saying 10 times, but he's going, if it's 3rd and 7 and everything's covered up, he's going to have to find a way to extend drives with his feet to let Ole Miss score. If they're able to stop the run, and that's why, look, I think Lacey's got a big role in this game. If he can get the running game, Lacey can have a good game and force them to do that. That's good for Ole Miss. If they can't get the running game going and they can start playing coverage a little bit, then you're going to have to see. Then he's going to have to do the thing through the air consistently against good players. And so again, I think that's 2 things on both sides of the ball to keep an eye on with that. So, but if you tell me Ole Miss wins this game, I think LSU's got a slight advantage in this game. Straight up, I think Ole Miss is it's a field goal game, but I think it's within the margin of error. But if Ole Miss wins this game, I think you go back and you look, and I think you see Ole Miss's defense is able to get pressure and get Nussmeier off the point and make him make mistakes, because he will throw it to you now. He's going to throw back across his body. He's pressing a little bit, trying to make things happen. But you can't allow him to stay in the pocket and just throw football all day.
If you want a breakdown of that game here on MPW Digital, especially looking at the LSU offense, the LSU defense against Florida, against Clemson, Pete Deweese and I did Pete's Pigskin preview earlier. I just put the link on the site. If you're listening, go to MPW Digital on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the follow button. Check out all the videos that will have a lot of breakdown of LSU at Ole Miss.
All right, the Auburn Tigers are traveling. I heard traveling to College Station. They're taking on the Texas A&M Aggies. I think the biggest thing here is, look, just straight up, Grind's going to love this. Grind's having a tough time because he's bet a futures on Texas A&M, but he's an Auburn fan, so he's got all kinds of issues going on. Look, I've gone back and watched all the games this week. I think Auburn's a better football team. I do. I think Texas A&M, the Auburn defense has got a whole different challenge this week. I think last week, when you went back and you watched the Oklahoma game, when you watched Auburn's defense against Oklahoma's offense, the thing that Auburn was able to do such a good job of last week is make Oklahoma one-dimensional. They did a great job doing that and stopping the run game. I think Auburn's going to be able to do that again this week. I think they're going to be able to stop the running game. But the difference is with Marcel Reed and the RPO game that they run, I think they have a little bit more complete RPO system, and I think that can force – that's going to be harder, I think, to make Texas A&M one-dimensional than it was Oklahoma. That's kind of the challenge there. And then defensively, I think from the secondary standpoint, I think Texas A&M is a damn good football team. I just don't think they're where Oklahoma was defensively. I think they're damn good. I just think they're a notch down from what Oklahoma was defensively. I think Auburn's going to be able to move the football. And again, they lost. They gave up all these sacks. Everybody wants to look at stats, but they didn't watch the game and realize I think there's a correctable things there. And I think Auburn cleans it up. Auburn's on the road. I think there's some pressure off Jackson Arnold not playing at Oklahoma. Nobody's really expecting a lot of them. I like Auburn in this game.
Okay.
Tennessee at Mississippi State. Look, I think I would probably give the edge to Tennessee in this game. This is not a matchup you're excited for if you're a Tennessee fan. You're beat up on the back end, and you got receivers that can run, make explosive plays. Mississippi. If you tell me Mississippi State wins this game, I tell you they were able to. I don't know if you can stop it, but you're going to have to contain the run, and you got to make Joey Aguilar throw from behind the chains. Tennessee has done such a good job running the football, and Mississippi State, to their credit, is playing their ass off on defense.
Playing real hard.
Like if you sit there and go, who's better, this X or that O, you may take the Tennessee guy, but they're playing their ass off right now. It's at Davis Wade. I'm all in on this game, watching it. I think it's going to be a hell of a game. Line-wise, I told you before the show, I kind of like Mississippi State in the points at 2 scores because even if it's a 14-point game, Levy's going to try to score late. I'm pulling for Mississippi State because of my guys down there. I hope they win the game. I would probably give Tennessee a slight edge here, but Mississippi State's got to be able to stop the run. They have to be able to stop the run in order to win this game.
Yeah.
So that's the story for me. That's what I'm looking for. All right, Arizona, quickly here. Arizona's at Iowa State. It's 2 undefeated teams in the Big 12. Another one. This is really big because if Iowa State can get over this hump right here, they don't have to play Texas Tech. I think they put themselves in a good position to go get in the Big 12 championship game. It's at Iowa State. I'm pulling for my guys in Ames. Love them.
Yeah, I've got that as one.
Oregon is at Penn State. I'm going to kind of rinse and repeat what I said Monday here. The speed of the game is going to be a big deal here. Penn State really hasn't played anybody. And I said this on a TikTok live earlier this week. You know, I saw this last year. I think Ole Miss was a top 5 team. If you just put them in a blender, they were a top 5 team a year ago. And this got them last year. They played a very soft schedule to start with. They have Kentucky rolling to town. It was the first time they saw SEC speed, and it hurt them. And they lost the game. This is a whole different speed coming in here that Penn State's played. And I like them, man. I like Oregon on the road here, even though it's at 11 o'clock. It's at 6:30, but it's a whiteout, all that stuff. I like Oregon in this game straight up. All right, and then the Alabama Crimson Tide are traveling to Georgia.
Yeah, big game.
I've said it the whole time. I don't think Alabama has a talent problem. I just don't. I think when they get punched in the mouth and they're playing teams from a culture and the mental and physical toughness style on the road, I think a lot of people everybody wants to say this Kirby Smart Alabama thing. You know, he has this thing, mental block and all that stuff. I think one thing that we're leaving out here is that Georgia has not lost a game at home since before COVID. We've had 3 presidents in a global pandemic since they've lost at home. I think it's 33 games in a row they've won at home.
It's 2019.
And the last time, I think Alabama was the last team to do it, but the mentality of the players in 2019 totally different than the mentality of today. I'm taking the Dogs at home, not only to win, to probably cover. All right, Neal, in case you didn't know, I don't know if you knew this or not, but it's summertime. It's summertime, and right now
still feels like summer.
It is.
Yeah.
And the big savings, it's summertime, it's going into fall, so you can fall into big savings right now at Kia of Meridian. Unbeatable deals. Whether you're looking for a new car, new truck, an SUV, or certified pre-owned vehicles, we got something for everyone, like 0% APR on the remaining 2025 Sorrentos. Huge discounts on all remaining 2024 inventory. We're giving up to $3,000 off Kelley Blue Book on your trade-in. Come see the friendly, no-pressure sales team in the top-notch service department right there at Kia Meridian. And you know what else? You're going to give them a call. It's 601-483-6444. That's 601-483-6444. And you're going to say, Trav, hook me up with that Telluride. And then when you do, pull it out, Trav, and spin the deal and win awesome prizes like a PS5, an Xbox, a TV, more. So check them out at Kia of Meridian. We're also brought to you by our good friends at Thompson's Paint and Body Shop, right there in the heart of Saraland, Alabama. If you're like my wife and you can't drive and you hit a deer or whatever you do, she's a deer magnet. You can call up our good friends, Don Jr. and Matthew Thompson up there at Thompson's Body Shop, and they're going to take care of you. It doesn't matter if you got storm damage. It doesn't matter. A mystery dent at the grocery store. Thompson's is a family-owned paint and body shop that takes care of you and treats you just like family. So please, it doesn't matter where you're located. They take care of people from all over. So give them a call at area code 251-675-0884. That's 251-675-0884. You can hit up them on Facebook or thompsonsbodyshop.com. And my man Don is going to take care of you. If you tell them about, hey, I heard about this on McCready and Siskey, they're going to hook you up with a special discount. So check them out at Thompson's Paint and Body.
Also brought to you by our friends at Parish Brewing Company. If you're looking for, you're heading to Oxford this weekend, heading to Starkville, College Station. Need some libations. Heading to Athens. Load up the cooler with Parish Brewing Company products. You get Ghost in the Machine, Dr. Juice. Their Oktoberfest is fantastic. Wherever you see Parish Brewing Company products, you're going to love. Don't take my word for it. Try it yourself. You'll be glad you did. Look for Parish Brewing Company wherever you get your beer.
How about that? All right, Neal, you know what time it is?
Yep.
It's time for Make It Rain Thursday. We'll go over the official picks. I got AJ's right here. I'm just going to read AJ's off in a row.
Okay.
And then we'll go over ours. AJ is taking the Florida State Seminoles -6.5 at UVA. He has taken the TCU Horned Frogs +3.5 at Arizona State. AJ has taken the LSU Bengal Tigers +1.5 at Ole Miss.
Okay.
He's taken the Oregon Ducks +3.5 at Penn State. And he's taken South Carolina -5.5 at home versus Kentucky.
Okay.
His money line. He's taken the Syracuse Orange.
I've got that one down.
At +190 at home versus Duke. How about that?
I like it.
All right, Neal, your first pick, sir.
All right. I'm starting in Champaign, Illinois. Starting in Champaign. I got a little inside info on this. I was told that last week I ignored some advice. I was advised to take Indiana last week, and I didn't. My source said he said, I'm trying to tell you this even more emphatically. So I'm going USC -6.5 at Illinois.
Yeah.
Give me the Trojans.
Neal, I don't dislike the pick. I don't know. It's something, I feel like it's a trap, but whatever. I mean, I'm with you. I think USC wins the game, but it's weird. So here we go. Neal, my first pick.
Uh-huh.
I got two back-to-back that are tomorrow night. Look, the Florida State Seminoles, just like AJ, are traveling to Virginia. They're 6.5-point favorites. This has got, something is wrong. This is a trap. Mm-hmm. I know it's a trap. And guess what?
You're falling for the trap.
I'm falling right in it.
Yep.
Give me the Florida State Seminoles -6.5 at Virginia. I think they're a 20 to 28-point better team. I don't even think this is close.
Okay.
This isn't like, hey, they may win by 10. Dude, they're 20 to 28-point better team than Virginia. I don't get it. So, but I'm taking Florida State -6.5. I mean, it is what it is. I got nothing for you. I'll just lose and we'll be ready to go.
A week ago, I sat in this very chair, in this very segment, and I said, I think I like ULM money line at UTEP. And everybody's like, no. And it's my fault. It's my fault. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming anybody at all. It's my fault. I should have listened to my own gut. ULM this week at home, back in gorgeous, scenic Monroe, Louisiana, home of Bayou de Seard, the Ouachita River. So much to do on a weekend in Monroe. So many wonderful hotels to stay in. So much to do. Arkansas State making the trip.
Mm.
ULM wearing the throwback helmet with the fighter thing on the Warhawk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the last time they did, they beat the hell out of Hugh Freeze. This time they're beating that. Yeah, he was at Liberty.
Oh, I was about to
Liberty.
say what?
Yeah, Liberty went there.
I was going to say with Arkansas State, we went in there and beat them.
Yeah, well,
in the Don Jones game.
Yeah, well, Liberty didn't, big boy. Give me ULM minus 1.5 at home against Arkansas State. The Warhawks had a close call in Tuscaloosa, went to UTEP, kicked that ass, and here we go on a run to the CFP.
You know how my CTE works, right? I just get triggered by random stories.
Yep.
All right, so we went and played Monroe, and it was some weird stat where Arkansas State hadn't won back-to-back road games in the league in 17, 27 years, something like that. And we were battling back and forth. This is the year before we come to Ole Miss. We were good, right? It was early in the season. And Freeze comes in. This is going to shock you. Freeze comes in with this really fresh new Adidas pullover.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when we went. I've told you the story about going over in the budget and gear. And he promised every player on the team that he'd get them to pull over if we won the game or whatever. Well, late in the game, Don Jones from Town Creek, Alabama, he blocks a punt and he scoops and scores. Well, Don wasn't the exact what's the nicest way to put this? Don was not the guy you want to put behind a microphone, in a post-game interview.
Yeah.
But he blocks the punt to win the game and scoops and scores. It'll be like 1917, something like that. And they interview him, and it's straight on TV. He had so many marbles in his mouth that they ran the interview on TV. They were like, Don, talk to me about the block punt. He was like, shit, I went in there and like Coach Batum said, I just stuck my hand up. It went boom, 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 boom. I was like, shit, fuck, that ball right there, I just picked it up and scored. And I was like, I was like frozen in horror.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, we got to get that. We can't run. Y'all can't run that or whatever. Neal, they ran that clip.
Oh, over and
over.
And
not one person understood what he was saying. I was like, he said shit and fuck in a live TV interview, and it didn't get flagged by anybody. Right on live TV in Jonesboro. And I was like,
that's great.
Woo! That's my
great.
CT there. There you go. Shout out to Don Jones. One of the best DBs I've ever seen. Best athletes ever. Town Creek, Alabama.
Town Creek.
All right, Neal.
Yep.
My second game. Tomorrow night, the TCU Horned Frogs are traveling to Arizona State, as we discussed earlier. I think TCU's the real deal. I've already broke the game down. Give me TCU plus 3.5. TCU plus 3.5. You're giving me a field goal and then some. Give me TCU plus 3.5 at Arizona State.
All right. I just realized that. I don't know why I didn't flag the BYU game. That would have been a good one. All right. I'm staying again in Louisiana with UTEP. Last week, ULM went to UTEP and won. This week, it's Louisiana Tech. I grew up in Ruston, right down the road.
You're just going straight. I mean, you're going straight Louisiana this week.
I mean, this is kind of a big Louisiana week for me, man. I mean, I'm not picking the Ole Miss game, so everybody gets chill out. Settle down. Louisiana Tech minus 3.5 at UTEP.
Yeah, somebody was asking. They got to see a clip. We got that scrubbed from the internet, by the way. Because my man had to get we had to get him to the NFL. So, and he did. He played for a long time in the NFL. We had to get that scrubbed from the internet, though. We had to get it dropped. My third pick, Neal.
Yep.
Already talked about the game. I'm going good games this week. The Oregon Ducks are traveling to Happy Valley. It'll be at 6:30 tonight.
Yep.
6:30 Saturday night. I think Oregon's the better team. I think they're the faster team, and you're giving me 3.5 points. Give me the Oregon Ducks plus 3.5 on the road at Happy Valley.
I hate to double up, but I've got it on my list, and I'm going with it. I'll kill some suspense here. Give me Oregon plus the 3.5 at Penn State.
Yeah,
I agree with your. That was almost my money line, but I went with. I'm going with a bigger number.
I had a money line as well as one of my possibilities. I just think Oregon's a better team. I think they're playing. I think Penn State's good, but they just haven't. The speed of the game is a big deal now, and you can't simulate it.
Yeah,
you can go good on good all you want to. You can't simulate it. All right, Neal, my fourth game. The Alabama Crimson Tide are traveling to Athens.
Yep.
I've said it, talked about it all week. I don't care. Georgia's a 3-point favorite, and guess what, Neal? It's not enough.
Not enough.
I think Georgia beats Alabama, and they're in big trouble. Give me the Georgia Bulldogs big at home against the Alabama Crimson Tide.
All right, I had that one too, but I will do something original here, just to have some fun on the big show. I'm looking. All right, I'm gonna do this one because I like this one. There were some other games that I liked. I'm trying to decide between two here. I've got Indiana -7.5 at Iowa, and I've got Iowa State -6.5 versus Arizona.
What was the first one?
Indiana -7.5 against my Iowa Hawkeyes.
Mm.
You know what? Give me Iowa State. Iowa State -6.5 at home in Ames against the Arizona Wildcats. Oh my goodness! Look who has arrived.
Oh, Neal.
Look who has arrived for the big show.
You know,
Hello, Joker.
I had already made it to Boulder,
Yeah.
and I got a call,
Yeah.
and betonline.ag,
Yeah.
they said, hey, got a first pick show. We need you in Oxford for the big show on Thursday. And I said, hey, for the boys, I'll do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
For the boys, I'll do it.
Of course.
So
The boys being me and Tyler.
yeah, for you and Tyler,
of
I'll
course.
do it. You know,
Of
I was
course.
already there. I was already in Boulder. You know, I was getting ready to watch Colorado play at like 9:30. I was on like a little vacation. I was up checking out the mountains, and all of a sudden I got a phone call. Batman called. Said, bet online AG. Go to Oxford. So that's where I'm at. I bet you the boys at betonline.ag had no idea what they were getting themselves into when they decided to do this deal.
Probably not.
But Neal, the Colorado Buffaloes are at home, and they're playing the BYU Cougars. And Dion, he doesn't know who he's going to start at quarterback. He's like, hey, let me go try the walk-on. Let me try the guy from Liberty that doesn't compete. And we're not very tough and all that.
Yeah.
Well, Neal, the BYU Cougars are favored by 6.5. And guess what, Neal?
I'm going to guess that it's not enough.
It's not enough. Give me the BYU Cougars to destroy the Colorado Buffaloes late on Saturday night. No chance. Just, they got to throw the bat signals. The only chance they got. It's not going to work. Colorado gets smoked Saturday night. Neal, I got to get back to Boulder. Shout out to betonline.ag for bringing me into Oxford. We'll see you guys later.
See you there. See you, Joker. That was the Joker making his appearance. Oh, he's amazing. He comes in right when you leave.
Who was that?
The Joker showed up.
I just had to go to the bathroom. I
Yeah,
came out. I heard all kinds of chaos.
Yeah, it was a lot of chaos. He's gone. He told me to tell you hello. Said
All
he was
right.
here for the boys.
Awesome.
All right, money line time.
Money line.
Grind, forgive me.
Mm.
I'm sorry. A week ago, I had the Auburn money line. And you want to know what? The SEC officials owe me a money line. As far as I'm concerned, the streak's still alive. They had illegal play, a review that there was nothing conclusive there.
Mm.
In fact, I'll go so far as to say if that review had occurred in Jordan-Hare, that would have been a touchdown. So you know what? We started with, hey, the deaf girl, I asked her out. She said no. And your advice was try again. You're not married. I mean,
I'm getting my ass ripped for that one, just so you know. And I didn't do shit.
oh boy, I'm just biting my tongue.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, Neal. Don't do it. Give me the Auburn Tigers plus 195 to go to College Station and walk away
Wow.
with a dub. I don't think Texas A&M can guard Auburn's receivers.
Wow.
Give me Auburn plus 195.
95. All right, I got it. Neal, it's time for my money line. I got all kinds of picks over here. And, you know, you're talking about your streak, right? Do you know who has a streak going right now on money lines?
Who?
Your boy.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't lost one yet.
Have you not?
Mm-mm.
Well, I've had one stolen from me.
You have
but
one stolen from you.
I've won.
I haven't lost one yet. So my money lines are doing pretty good right now. And I said, you know what? I want to keep my streak up. So what game do I go to keep my streak up? And Neal, I'm going to a game in College Station, Texas. I don't know if you knew this or not. Auburn is going to College Station and playing Texas A&M. And Neal, I've said it. I've watched both teams. I think Auburn's a better football team. I think they respond.
Yeah.
I know this is probably like I got a weird feeling. This is right up. This is everybody's worried about. This is right up Hugh's alley.
Mm-hmm.
This is right up Hugh's alley. He's able to. He's got
I really
all
don't
kinds.
want to talk about Hughes Alley.
Don't stop. I said that.
Stop.
That's bad. Don't
You're
go
the
there.
one who started it.
I
was
didn't
like,
mean
no,
that's
not
not
doing
where I was
that.
going though.
Not
That's
doing
That's
that.
not where I was going though.
This team's prepared to play.
I think this is. He'll get them back. He's good at it. They got a good team. If they can just play, they have a good team. Give me the Auburn Tigers
Dun, dun, dun,
to
dun,
put
dun,
on a show.
dun, dun, dun,
I don't think this
dun,
game
dun,
is. I think this is
dun,
like this could be a double-digit
dun,
game.
dun, 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 dun.
This could be a double-digit game.
Bada get a game?
This could be a double-digit game.
This could be a bada get a game?
Auburn wins going away.
Sis boom ba.
This really will piss off all the A&M fans.
Weagle.
As loud as they are there.
Is it Weagle Beagle Wardam Eagle or Weagle Eagle Wardam Eagle?
Regal Eagle, I think.
Regal Eagle.
Wardam
I thought it was
Eagle.
Weagle.
Kick him in the butt, big blue. Hey.
Big blue. Hey.
But here's the deal here is I've said this before. Texas A&M is as loud as they are is very easy to function in.
Yeah.
Because they don't have any.
Well, they're very polite.
They're loud, but it's like a loud hum, right? It's like it's loud, but you can function offensively in it. I'm sorry, Grind, about your future bet. I know you're torn. I think Auburn's the better football team. Give me the Auburn Tigers plus 195 at College Station.
There you go.
That is the college plays
of
the day.
We will get to the NFL momentarily. First, I need to tell you that we're brought to you by Bank First. It's the hometown bank with people who understand the needs of the community. That means local decisions, local support, local folks who care if your kid made the team at Bank First. They're not just bankers. They're neighbors. They're friends. Whether you're buying a home, starting a business, or you just need someone to explain what APR actually means, Bank First is here for you right down the street. Give Gant Boone a call, 662-310-0204 to learn more, or visit bankfirstfs.com. Bank First with locations in Oxford, Starkville, Hattiesburg, Tuscaloosa. It's a member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender Bank, NMLS 454063. They've got great rates for terms for condo purchases in all their markets. Great technology with their app, online banking. Yeah, you don't know whether I was doing Texas A&M cheers or I was doing sign language for the girl at the beginning.
Golly.
No, I'm just talking.
You're getting me, man. I'm going to hear about that.
Merchant services, including Clover point of sale systems, checking and money market products that compete with the biggest of banks. Hey, we're also brought to you by Outdoor Underwriters. Everyone loves the outdoors. I mean, they have that. They have the bonfire outdoors.
Mm.
Do all their cheers.
They do.
Do their speeches.
They do.
Talk about all the stuff. They'll have all sorts of funny jokes to tell about Auburn tomorrow night.
Yeah.
You want to make sure your hunt club, your timberland is covered. Outdoor Underwriters provides the insurance you need at a price that makes sense. Outdoor Underwriters provides liability protection for occurrences arising out of activities and operations of your hunt club and its members, guests, invitees, agents, or employees. So take comfort in blind and tree stand liability, mobile equipment liability. That's like your side-by-side and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hunting dog liability. It's like Gus and Rizzo. And more. Outdoor Underwriters also provides standing timber insurance, timberland liability, prescribed burn coverage, guides and outfitters, consulting foresters. They are endorsed by the National Deer Association, the Wild Turkey Federation, the Alabama Forest Owners Association, and the Forest Associations of Florida, Texas, Tennessee, Arkansas, and the great state of Louisiana. You can access these products through those association websites, or it's be easier. Just call Outdoor Underwriters, 866-961-4101, or online at outdoorund.com.
All right, Neal, it's time for the NFL, the National Football League. Real quick, AJ's picks for the National Football League are he's taking the Steelers plus 2.5 in Dublin, Ireland, against the Minnesota Vikings. He's taking the Chargers minus 6.5 at the Giants. He's taking the Redskins, and that's right, to the Redskins at -1.5 at the Atlanta Falcons. And he's taken the Green Bay Packers -6.5 on Sunday night at the Cowboys. And we have a double Monday night game, two Monday night games, but he has taken the Dolphins -3 versus the Jets.
All right. You want me to start?
You got it, boss. I only got 5, so I can't change.
I'm going to Dublin.
Oh, Dublin, Ireland.
Dublin, Ireland.
Dublin, Ireland.
I've never been to Ireland. I'd love to go. I
Me
do
neither.
sometimes on Peloton. They'll have the scenic rides, and I'll do Ireland. It's very pretty,
How about that?
very lovely
Guess what they're going to have this Sunday? A football game.
And I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers +2.5.
Oh, wow.
Against the Minnesota Vikings.
All right, Neal, I'm starting this bad boy
And
off.
I've no my level of confidence on these picks on a scale of 1 to 10 is barely a 1.
Well, I'm starting mine off tonight in a game I actually like. One of the few I actually like a lot. The Seattle Seahawks tonight are traveling to Arizona to take on the Arizona Cardinals in an NFC West showdown.
Showdown there at State Farm Arena.
The Seahawks are favored by 1.5 against the Cardinals on the road. And guess what, Neal?
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
Oh, it's not enough.
Give me the Seahawks -1.5 at home. I mean, on the road against the Cardinals. Look, Connor got hurt last week. He's done for the year. James Conner, running back at Arizona. I think that's going to play a big factor there. Mississippi kid Trey Benson will be carrying the load for the no Diddy for the Cardinals tonight. But I like the Seahawks are really good. Seahawks are basically one strip sack away from being undefeated. They got Bosa strip sacked them in the red zone, caused them to lose the first game of the year. Seahawks are good, man. Seahawks are a good team. Give me the Seahawks -1.5.
All right. I kind of hope this one doesn't pan out the way I think it will. Got a rookie quarterback making his first start against a veteran quarterback not making his first start.
Are you on his first start and your friend you're picking against him?
I am.
But we love you.
I mean, Jackson, I love you.
Don't take it personal.
But give me the Los Angeles Chargers -6 at New York. I mean, there's just not a lot on the slate, and that stuck out. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's not just the rookie quarterback. It's that they're not very good up front. And they're not.
You got 6 or 6.5?
I've got 6, but I can look and see.
Yeah, look it up real quick because AJ's got it too, and I said 6.5 earlier.
Let's see. NFL.
What does betonline.ag say?
It has 6.5.
6.5. All right.
Let me make sure my Steelers line is correct.
I had that at 2.5.
2.5 is correct.
All right. Neal, my second game. The Washington Redskins are traveling to the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes.
And the Washington Redskins are favored by 1.5 points.
It's actually down to 1.
Down to 1.
1 point.
1 point.
According to betonline.ag.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, don't get mad at me.
It's official then. Give me the Redskins -1 point at the Falcons. I don't know, man. I can't. They got problems,
That's
man.
a weird game.
They got
Both
problems.
of those teams
I don't
are
care
weird.
if Mariota's playing or Jaden Daniels is playing. I think that's why the line's where it's at because everybody's thinking Jaden Daniels with his knee's not going to play. I don't care.
Well, if you're Washington, you can't play Daniels if he's banged
Yeah,
up.
he got to get him healthy. But Mariota did fine last week. Give me the Redskins.
It's kind of a homecoming for him, right? Went to Atlanta. Didn't he play in Atlanta some?
I don't know.
The year that he was on Netflix quarterback show.
Oh, Mariota.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He was the backup in Atlanta for a while. For I think a year or two. But yes.
Okay.
All right, your third game, Neal.
God, these games are bad. Taking the New England Patriots at home this week. They're entertaining the Carolina Panthers, who
just won 30-0.
Just won. Asking the Panthers to win twice in a row feels like a tall order. Give me the Patriots -4.5.
Yeah, there is a 0% chance I'm playing this game. If I played it, it'd be the Panthers or nothing. There's a 0.0% chance I'm playing this game. I don't think the Patriots are very good either. All right, Neal. There's a game out in California on the left coast.
Yep.
Up there where they like to hug the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And they like to dig for gold. Because the San Francisco 49ers are hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the San Francisco 49ers are favored by 3.5 points, Neal.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars
Yeah.
on the road.
On the road in San Francisco.
In San Francisco.
It's a long
I think
flight.
Brock Purdy will come back.
Yeah.
But they lost Bosa for the year, and they still got Warren, but they've lost Bosa for the year with ACL. I think the Jaguars are a good team, man. I think they're very solid. The only loss they have is to the Bengals when they had that shootout up there. Give me the Jaguars. I think they outscore. I think they actually win the game outright. Give me the Jaguars over the 49ers.
Well, you know me. I love to stay out west, man. You give me an opportunity to hang out in California.
You're a big Cali guy.
Big Cali guy.
Big left wing kind of guy.
Everybody out there is so friendly.
You and Gavin Newsom hanging out.
Oh, it's just great.
Watching football on a Sunday afternoon.
Just hanging out on a Sunday afternoon at the French Laundry.
The French Laundry.
The French Laundry, and then you head down to Hollywood.
Get you a little Cabernet.
You just, head to the winery.
Go to the wineries, yes.
Go to Monterey, drive on Big
Would you like a little Pinot Grigio with that, sir? Little cheese and crumpets.
So we'll take the trip from San Francisco to Los Angeles, the city of angels.
The Rams.
The Rams are entertaining the Indianapolis Colts.
How about that?
You talk about two completely different places. Indianapolis, bunch of middle of America.
City's clean.
Dip your
City
shrimp into a hot thing of horseradish.
Oh, that's
just.
You don't like horseradish? You got something against horseradish?
Listen, I just don't like these people with their Indiana people.
Man.
We go to a land of refinement. Go to a land of refinement.
Is Gavin Newsom going to be in attendance?
He will be there.
That's why you're picking this.
With his ascot.
That's why you're picking it.
My good friend, the former vice president, with her new book that's out. I don't know if you heard her book. There's been a crime spree happening in California. People are breaking into cars to drop off copies of her book. Kamala's book. 107 days.
We did. We managed to make it 311 episodes on this bad boy. It was a good run, dog.
She could have had 107 years.
Good run.
Give me the Rams minus 3.5 against the Indianapolis Colts.
Just know that there's 0% chance that this show is going in the algorithm. All right, 0% chance. If you're looking for this thing, it'll be on Rumble by the end of the day. If you're looking for this, you can't find this episode for whatever reason. It'll be on Rumble by the end of the day. All right, Neal, my fourth game is there is a really good game. Very interesting game. We've got 2 1-2 teams that probably did not feel that they were starting the season like this. The Baltimore Ravens are traveling to Kansas City, and the Baltimore Ravens are 2.5-point favorites at the Chiefs. Both teams have a sense of urgency in this game. This is kind of a sneaky must-win game for two teams that have big aspirations.
See, I'm advertising her book right there.
Oh my gosh!
I'm trying to help her sell books.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the algorithm. We're back in it. You'll be able to find this on all of your channels.
For the first time, it was surprising and revealing insights. Former Vice President Kamala Harris tells the story of one of the wildest and most consequential presidential campaigns in American history.
Interesting. But Neal, the Baltimore Ravens are favored by 2.5 points at Kansas City.
Yeah.
Both teams, big win. Need a big win.
Yeah.
And Neal, it's not enough. Give me the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, I thought about this one. Yep.
Give me the Baltimore Ravens to win this game. I think they're a better team.
Yeah.
I think Kansas City is still a good team. I just think they're on the back end of the run. Give me the Ravens minus 2.5 on the road against the Chiefs.
You think Patrick Mahomes' window is closing? Some people think Caleb Williams' window is beginning to open. They went to Dallas and won. Now they go to Las Vegas to play the Raiders. Look, just play along.
Oh, okay.
They're going to Vegas to play the Raiders, and they're getting 1.5 points. I think the Bears are winning again. Give me the Bears plus 1.5 points in Vegas.
Wow.
Against the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders not very good.
No.
But neither the Bears.
We'll see.
All right, Neal, I'm going Sunday night.
Sunday night.
America's
game.
CeeDee Lamb out.
Oh.
CeeDee Lamb out. Micah Parsons back.
Oh.
The Green Bay Packers.
Oh, I didn't even think about this angle.
This
could be a beatdown.
Traveling to Dallas. Jordan Love may throw for 7,000 yards in this game.
Dallas is bad.
Bad on defense.
It's
dog.
bad, dude.
Give me the Green Bay Packers -6.5.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
On the road at Dallas.
Is that line only 6.5?
That is correct, sir.
Oh my goodness! Is it too late for me to change one?
It is officially.
Okay. Goodness gracious.
Picks have been locked in
All right.
for the judges.
Monday night game, in case you're wondering, you got
2 of them.
Jets at Dolphins, Bengals at Broncos.
Boy, that's a great
Boy.
slate.
Woo!
That's a great. I'm going to my eyes will be bleeding watching that. Will you drop the betonline.ag link in there if you don't mind?
I will.
Neal's going to put the betonline.ag link in the chat so you can go where it says MPW Digital. He's going to drop it in the chat in just a second. And if you guys are looking for a book to sign up with, that goes to our direct link. You will have there's like $250 in free bets if you sign up. There's also if you use Bitcoin, you get another bonus. Just make sure you guys know, and because I'm a big transparent guy, right? So if you do choose the bonuses, you're going to have to. There's going to be like a multiplier before you be able to cash out. They're not going to give you $250 free dollars and then you get to cash out the $250. So understand that if you're somebody that likes to cash out every week, I would just skip the bonuses and deposit your money and go. So make sure you guys know that. But that helps out the show. If you sign up, that'd be awesome. Appreciate you guys. If you go click that and sign up, that does help out our show. And they are the new official gambling partner of McCready and Siskey.
Awesome.
How about that?
We will be back on Monday.
We will be.
Back on Monday. We'll recap pretty big weekend in college football. The landscape figures to look different on Monday than it looks today.
Yeah, somebody's getting fired. Well, the fans will fire somebody. There's a couple of games out there that not only saying somebody's literally going to get fired, but there will be there's games like, look, you already know it's almost every game. But
look, like if Notre Dame were to lose, they're going to start turning on Marcus Freeman.
Yeah, if Penn State loses, those fans are, James Franklin can't win the big one. If Brian Kelly loses in Oxford, Brian Kelly, and whoever loses the Kentucky-South Carolina game is going to have fan pressure. I mean, there's a lot of games like that. This is a big week.
It's a big week for Brian Kelly.
Big week. Big week for. It's a big week for everybody.
It's a big week for a lot of people. It's a big week for Brian. A big week for Kalen DeBoer.
That's a big week for Ole Miss. Ole Miss finds a way to win a game, and all of a sudden you start changing the narrative a little bit. Start looking at bigger picture things.
Oh, not to give the column away.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
But if Ole Miss wins on Saturday night, that's part of the column. Is that well,
with their schedule, if Ole Miss wins,
that's my point.
If Ole Miss wins Saturday night with their schedule, it's at this point, it's not even avoiding landmines.
No, I think if Ole Miss, I think if Ole Miss wins, the narrative becomes, well, this is kind of playoffs or bust all of a sudden, because suddenly it's a 7-game season. Hold on, hear me out.
I wouldn't call it bust though, because it wasn't expected.
Yeah, but hear me out. You would be 5-0. You've got Washington State and the Citadel, so you're 7-0.
Yeah, they just got to avoid landmines.
You got to go 3-2 in the other 5.
You got to avoid, in my opinion,
3 of those are inside the state of Mississippi.
I think. I would say Oklahoma's going to be tough on the road. Georgia's going to be tough on the road, right? But you got to avoid those other 3 landmines.
Right.
You got to avoid South Carolina, Florida, and State.
Right.
And so, but I wouldn't say bust though, because it would be unexpected. I think.
That's fair.
And you've done it with a backup quarterback. You've set your if they win, you've now done it with a backup quarterback. So I think they've done a tremendous job with the game plan with him so far. So it's a big game Saturday.
It would be the irony of ironies that if this team went after last year, where it was failure. They should have gone.
Much better team.
It was a much better team. I've said this a few times to people, and some people kind of push back, but most people kind of go, he's right. I hate him, but he's right. I think if there was a way with the time-space continuum or something where last year's team played this year's team in Vaught Hemingway Stadium, and you made the stadium half for 2024 and half for 2025, so that there was no home field advantage. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
And obviously this is something that it's not possible. I think the 24 team would beat the 25 team
28 points
like a dog.
Yeah.
I think they would beat them like a
until they got tired of scoring.
It would be ugly.
Because defensively, it's not even the same generation.
But it's a new year, and it's a different matchups, and stuff happens, and that's not the way life works.
It is what it is.
And if you tell me that Ole Miss wins tomorrow, I think there's a real shot they get there. Now
they would have to avoid landmines.
Oh well, sure,
and that's it. But
sure.
that's a much.
But suddenly you're really. Oh, what a cat! No, he didn't catch it. You suddenly having a real conversation.
Yep. And then just remind everybody, thank you guys so much for joining. Just remind everybody, make sure you go check out Kia of Meridian, where you can spin the wheel. County Line Campers has got the brand new $1,000 off cash back and no payment until 2026. So check them out at County Line Campers, exit I-10, 38 in Gulfport, Mississippi. Don't forget about Get Prime. Whatever your fan base is, if your team does not win and you find yourself whining a little bit more than normal, you know what you should do? Go to getprime.com and get your estrogen levels checked out. Go to getprime.com and don't forget, enter MPW as the discount code. And also, if your team loses and you get a little frustrated, okay, and you decide to take out the hammer and start hitting your car, fear not. Go to Thompson's Paint and Body.
Gosh, that would be a bad decision to take out the hammer.
Hey,
it would be a good decision to go to Thompson's.
You would probably feel better. You'd probably get your emotions out.
That next morning would be rough.
And then when you call Thompson's Paint and Body and you tell him, hey, heard about you on McCready Siskey, got a little frustrated over the weekend, Saturday night. The Diet Millers were flowing. Excuse me. The Ghosted Machine was flowing. And the 47 was flowing.
This was the 47
I
have
a couple extra shots of that 47 vodka, and I took it out of my car. Call Thompson's Paint and Body Shop right there in the heart of Saraland, Alabama, and that will get you taken care of.
Real gold floating.
How about that?
And listen, if you wake up on Sunday and you're just like, man, I've got work to do. I got a day ahead of me. I don't know what I'm going to do. Because look, no matter whether your team wins or loses, the sun rises on Sunday and you got to get to work. See, there it is. Oh, my goodness, we got a public safety alert.
I can't turn mine off. There we go.
A public safety alert. 911's down in the state of Mississippi.
That would be a problem.
That's not a good thing.
That is not a good thing. Everybody's phone just went.
How about that? That message and this show has been brought to you by Rain Total Body Fuel, 300 milligrams natural caffeine, BCAAs, electrolytes, zero sugar. It's got what you need to push your limits and achieve all of your goals. So check them out on Instagram at Rain Body Fuel to learn more. For Tyler, I'm Neal. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.